When it comes to Australian-made trays and canopies, they don't get much cooler than what we're about to show you. It's sleek, it's aggressive, it's functional, and it's probably the best setup that you've never heard of. Let me explain. Our 79 series has been the old faithful tow and touring car for the past couple of years. It's been used, it's been abused, and most of all, it's been neglected, and that changes today. We're here at Thorburns Fabrication, Thor Off-Road. I have known these guys for the best part of a decade and have been waiting for the right time to do something with them. And when they suggested we put their brand new updated design Tray Canopy on the 79, I jumped at the opportunity. This guy had a service body on it when we bought it, and it is big, bulky, and most of all, downright ugly. And I think you guys can all agree, whilst it did serve its purpose, it's time for change. That's what we're here to do today. And trust me when I say, you've probably never seen a Tray Canopy look so good or be designed in such a unique way, especially one that's made right here in Australia. This is going to be a sick couple of days. Let's dive in. Okay, this metal link service body on the 79 has served its purpose. Service body serving its purpose. Crazy. It's 165 long, 185 wide, and a whole lot of ugly. It is sort of practical. It is massive. The 12 volt and the fridge and stuff was in it when we got it. The 12 volt has been absolutely shit. So I'm excited for that to go in the bin. We have a whole lot of brand new Bushwhacker gear and iTech World 12 volt to put into the Thorburns products. I'll run you more through the Tray Canopy when we have it in front of us. You guys are not going to believe how incredibly cool it looks. I think it's going to transform this car like something chronic. You guys are going to be just blown away, and you're going to be like, how have I not heard of these guys? I've been working with the guys for like a decade. I ran their first ever rooftop tent on the Naughty 40 before we'd even chopped it into a ute. And my first ever YouTube video, which is still on YouTube now, they let me take over their Sydney showroom, slept on their shop floor for 4 days while we did a full rewire. So to be able to finally now come back basically 10 years on and rock one of their awesome trays and canopies, their hero products that they've been developing and refining for the past 5 to 10 years, it's a really exciting experience. Boys have got a weekend away coming up, so we are gonna head up to the other shop, start pulling this shit off. Let's go. Okay, canopy, or I guess service body, is now removed. Usually they just sling these things using extended tines in the trundle drawer spot, but that didn't have a trundle drawer, so it was a little unorthodox, but we got it done. Back here looks really nice, no rust, no damage, no buildup of sand, salt, dirt, or anything like that, so that is sweet. Probably don't even really need to clean under there. We can just go and dump the new Thorburns tray on. Now there's a couple of bits and pieces we've changed in the design of the tray, some products that we swapped out. Keen to run you through that. Big shout out to the Charged lads. They unhooked all the water lines, the electrics, the fuel filler, air lines, all that sort of stuff from the canopy. So it sits here like this, ready to receive its new lovely thing. And our Metal Link service body to suit Dual Cab 79 is now for sale, unless of course it's sold before you see. I'll put it in these hands here. Yeah, let's go get this new Tray Canopy on. I don't think you guys understand the sheer aesthetic difference that's about to happen. Like, that was so big and fucking ugly, like so fucking ugly. And this new one is so good looking. We're doing a little bit less of that tan color, more like black. God, I'm excited. It's just gonna, oh, I'm so keen. All right, fucking let's go. I wanna see it. Okay, it's been a big day here at Charged Off-Road. The boys have smashed it out. You probably saw in the previous clip, we had like 35 sets of hands on this thing all at once to get it done. There's a little bit more to it than what I first probably thought, but it's all very well thought out from what I've seen. It's sort of just like big adult Meccano.
Yeah, it's adult Meccano for sure. Yeah,
it's super sick.
It does take a lot of hands, and there's a lot more involved than just plonking it on and bolting it down. But the boys always smash it out, and that's why we install it here, so we can concentrate on making these.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if you guys can remember the ugliest service body that was on the back of this thing, but it was shit house. And then even just this bare bones tray by itself, just having, I think, the black and the sleekness and the angles and all the, like the taper toolboxes, it just looks so much fucking better that I have no words.
And
really.
Heaps of clearance.
So much, like it makes the whole car look higher. There's more gap between the tires and the guards. Like, it's so sick. We've got a lot more to go as a part of this process. We've still got a massive canopy to put on the back, and a couple of the things I love about that is how easy it's going to be to fit it out.
Yep.
They're going to have to wait for a future episode for that. But the slant back as well, the end of this episode will reveal that. I think it's what really sets you guys apart in the design side of things.
Definitely.
The modularity of this thing is something that we've talked about off camera.
Yep.
And I think that's a really cool part of the whole product here. Run us through the thought process.
Yeah, so anything that's nicked, like we're out there wheeling, it's what we build these cars for, right? So anything that's nicked or hitting an accident or you're caught up on a tree, this is all modular. So you can simply just unbolt this, order another piece of this, we can bolt it straight back on. Same with down here, every single part, your mud guards, your under tray boxes, everything is just modular. We can simply just take it off, pop it back on.
Which is mad. And I think it sort of does away with the whole argument of like people go, oh, alloy's not as strong as steel, it's going to get all in the bush. It can. Like, if you're wheeling these things, mud guards are consumable items.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that it all bolts together and you can just get sent a new one, let it eat. The weight savings of alloy over steel is 10 times worth it. Like,
crazy. Our tray and canopy package is probably one of the lightest trays and canopies on the market. So it's the weight comparison will be, you'll notice it.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. We changed a couple of things out. Not that you were doing it wrong, you just weren't doing it right. That's all I'm saying. So you had steady lights originally fitted out in these, and I think if we hassle the boys enough in the comments below, we might be able to get them to offer Light Force as an upgrade. But we went with the Rock 40s up in the headboard. So we've got the lockable water, the lockable diesel fillers, and then we've got 2 Rock 40 Light Force work lights either side, which will be switchable from the cab. And then we've got these flush mount Rock 40s as well, which will be our reverse lights. So bright, so good, sleek, no hardware.
Yeah, our first time putting these in the rear light pan, and these, no bolts, no rivets. They look pretty slick. I'm real happy with them.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
We got a lot of to do this week still. The more I think about it, the more stressed everyone is. We're gonna head to the warehouse or the factory at the farm tomorrow, show you guys a little bit of the manufacturing process, get our canopy ready for powder coat, and then go down to
priority powder coat. We'll show through the process of that. Those guys down there work closely with us, and they do an awesome job. So
epic.
Yeah.
And we can get it back here, put it all on, and show you guys the finished result. It's been a big day. Let's go to the pub or something.
Let's go.
Do it. Joshy, we made it with a nick of time. All morning, folding, assembling, welding. This is our actual canopy for the 79.
This is your canopy for your 79.
Which is super exciting to see. 1200 long and a bloody work of art. For those that don't know, this is the Josh Thorburn, hence Thor Off-Road, Thor 4x4, Thorburns Fabrication, etc. I could go on forever. We are a bit of a test subject, I would say, because we have got the first ever, I guess, of this generation of canopy.
Yeah, the latest generation.
A couple of new tweaks, a couple of design variations. And if anyone's going to be able to break it and test it, it's probably me.
That's the plan.
I like that you've trusted me with this job. Run us through a couple of things that we've changed in this over the previous gen.
The main thing from a visual point of view would be the roof racks.
Yep.
Mainly to make it more user-friendly, like you can put stuff on at home yourself. Like most people run a roof tent. This, we're hoping, will make it a lot easier for people to assemble a roof tent on their canopy.
I like that you've done this little sort of, I guess, winglet at the back. It seems to be all the rage at the moment. Every Tom, Dick, and fucking Harry's doing it. I love that you've done that. It looks sick. And I think, making this a little bit more user-friendly for people fitting shit at home is really cool, because everyone's got at least a roof rack, at least a rooftop tent, some sort of thing like that, plus awnings. So having this as user-friendly as possible, I think, is really cool. We're doing the taper back on this, which is probably what you're best known for.
Yeah, I'd say that's what people have known us for, it would be the taper back system.
For a decade now, I have been ferociously masturbating to the thought of getting a Thorburns Tray Canopy with the taper back on it. You guys are going to have to wait and see shortly in this episode where we get it all fitted up, and it'll make sense as to why I'm obsessed with the design of this, which is super, super sick. The other thing I've noticed is heaps of Unistrut inside.
Yeah, so we put Unistrut anywhere we can, because we just learnt over time that everyone changes their mind on this setup. Everyone does. It's just no good, bad, or indifferent. Just things change. So instead of cutting it out and having to rework it, now you just unbolt it.
Man, people love the ability to, I think, have a fully decked out canopy, and in the matter of an hour or two, you can have it completely gutted and be rejigging it, go stack drawers, one drawer, no drawers, two drawers. Like, to have that flexibility, I think, is what makes these so valuable as a touring accessory. We have probably held the boys up this morning more than they would like.
Yes, yeah.
We're here at Priority Powder Coating. Just behind there is about 10 blokes waiting for us to fucking hurry up so that they can get some color on this. There's some parts already there getting dipped. Doors and bits and bobs. Let's let the boys take over. We'll talk these people through the process of powder coating.
Yeah, mate.
Maybe have a go ourselves, get a coffee, and then we can go and fit this up.
Rightio.
I'm excited. Let's do it. Okay, let me make a fairly in-depth process of powder coating as simple as I possibly can. This is the place that the boys use for all their trays and canopies. Why does it look like that? It has been acid and etch dipped. What does that mean and look like? Follow me over here. Behind me is a whole bunch of tanks and a crane system. Now, it's basically water, there's some fucking chemicals in one and some acid in one, and I don't know. I've only ever seen acid that goes under your tongue and not a big bath of it. But anyway, this is pretty much a way of getting 20 years of UV stability into the powder coated finish, and helps by dipping it in a big deep bath. You get every nook and cranny. It's entirely coated and protected. So our canopy doors and a couple of other bits and pieces have already been done. Our canopy is getting done outside. After it's come out of that and it's fully dried, it gets hung up on that rail system you see above the boys' heads in the back there. It's going to get hung up, which basically is going to electrify the metal. They dust on the powder coat, and it sort of settles as like, basically it looks like sort of powdery, sandy glitter. You then roll it into that oven up the end. It'll be 200 degrees for a couple of minutes, and it basically coats it into a really hard finish. You know, you've all seen powder coating. By doing this, and by doing what the boys are doing and going that extra step, we're going to get the longest possible longevity out of the powder coating. You even see some ARV bull bars and stuff like that in the UV, like we have here in Australia. It goes to shit on the top of the rails and stuff. By doing all this process, we are giving it as much longevity and protection as physically possible. We're doing a nice sort of textured matte black finish on the canopy doors and all that sort of stuff to match the tray. We're then going to wrap that, but that's not going to be in this episode. They can do 2 tenths of f*** all with me standing in their shop in the way. So we're going to go grab some lunch, come back hopefully later today, if not first thing tomorrow, see it all finished, get it back to charge, get it assembled, and get it installed. This is exciting. We're getting to the pointy end. I can't wait to show you the sort of slant back style of this canopy. It's going to blow your mind.
Soon after.
That looks so freaking good. I kind of liked it as raw, but black so much better. This is the textured black. It is, man. But maybe it is true what they say. Once you go black, you don't go back. I don't know. I've heard it get thrown around a bit in the streets here. This looks $1 million. It is damn hot. Alloy doesn't hold its heat that well, which is perfect for us. It's about 15 minutes. We can chuck it on the trailer, get out other bits and pieces, back to Thorburns HQ, and get it all fitted up to the back of the 79. You guys still haven't seen the tapered back, and that is going to be something worth waiting for because it looks insane. It's what really sold the whole Thorburns setup to me. Well done, Priority. Thanks for hooking it up. We'll give it a bit of time to cool down. We'll see you back at Thorburns HQ. This is basically phase one, finished, buttoned up, looking at fucking $1 million. And if you disagree, you're wrong, because the taper back that Thorburns offer is such an epic looking product. Now, we've got our tray, we've got our 1200 box and the 300 taper back. There's so many little bits and pieces and aspects of the design that goes into this product that makes it so special. And this is what I was banging on about the start of this episode. This might be the best tray and canopy you've never heard of, but these guys are making waves in the industry with the small, unique design aspects that other people just aren't thinking of. And I mean, it looks fucking badass. So there's also that. Who cares if it's functional or not? It is, but it looks so good you wouldn't even care. The headboard up here, we've got our lockable flaps here for your water tank, 70 litres with an electric 12 volt pump. You've got your diesel filler on the other side, and we went with 2 Light Force Rock 40 floodlights that are going to be switchable from a Light Force switch in the cab. Why? Because why not? You could also, if you really wanted a bit more water storage, option it up with a headboard water tank. We don't need more than 70 litres, but it's good to know you have the option. The revised setup of this canopy is something that the boys are really proud of and that I'm stoked to be the trial guinea pig for. The roof rack looks incredible. The detail here, it finishing at a little point, sort of like a spoiler. We've got a spoiler on the 80, we've got a spoiler on the GQ, we've got a spoiler on the 79. It's becoming a bit of a trademark thing, and I freaking like that. Massive under tray boxes, the mud guards, it looks so tough. And the taper back is what I've wanted to show you guys from the beginning. It's 300. Sure, you sacrifice a little bit of deck space, but also not really, because back here you've got the space to mount 2 full-size spares and a jerry can, and you have these 2 lockable storage cubbies here, and they run the whole way through, which is insane. So for all bits and pieces like your dirty recovery gear, maybe you've got shoes, maybe you've got gym gear, maybe you've got fishing rods, maybe you've got spear guns, any of that long annoying shit that you don't want in the main compartment, you can put in here, lock it away, you're not gonna have any dramas. I think the functionality of this is just second to none. And the best part is, if you're really desperate, you can lift the canopy off and you have a fully functional tray with integrated tie down points. All aluminium, super lightweight, powder coated textured black. This is just the beginning. It's a bit of a phase one. We still have no camping gear on here, no 12 volt fit out, no interior fit out, no pantry, no drawers, no table, no lighting, no, okay. We've got a lot to do and not much time, but that's okay. Let's quickly bang this open and have a look in here. Now there's a couple of bits and pieces that we still need to finalize here, finish putting it all back together. There's a couple of bits and pieces that we need to bolt in, gas struts and that sort of thing. But let me just open this up quickly and show you. There's a lot of revisions that the guys have made in here to make the doors stronger, to make the frame stronger. They've added more uni-strut, they've changed the roof rack design. We've spoken about all this stuff. They've got what is this sort of honeycomb molly panel on the doors here, which doesn't just look absolutely badass, but it actually gives you functional spots to mount bits and pieces. Whether on this side it's going to be a tea towel, maybe a knife or something like that, you can actually mount it to this molly with absolutely no dramas. We've got a lot of fit out bits and pieces to put in here still, but that is going to be for phase 2 of our 79 series revamp. Man, you're going to stand back and take it all in. There's so many bits and pieces here that you can just look at and go, I've not seen anything like that on another Tray and Canopy company. And the best part is it's all made here, manufactured literally 10 minutes from where I'm standing, which is insane. And what it means is the boys have that incredible ability to go, hey, I actually don't like this little tweak. Let's change it, let's trial it. And if we like it, we can run with it, which you just don't get if you go with an overseas company. The end result is something we're super proud of. We've got really nice LED tail lights here, sequential indicators, the flush mount Rock 40s for reverse lights, number plate lights, all that jazz. The whole thing just looks so schmick. And I think you'll probably agree that in terms of tangible aesthetic and functional differences, they do not come bigger than what we've just freaking done here at Thor Off-Road. Anyway, we've got to get this canopy back off. I'm going to leave it with the guys. They're going to tackle the 12-volt fit out and a whole bunch of fancy stuff. We've got a whole bunch of iTech World gear, some more Thorburns products to put in here, and some bushwhacker gear for up top. There is another episode dropping on the channel very, very soon in a couple of weeks' time where we will be tackling all the stuff that we have not tackled yet. So make sure you tune in for that. If you guys need what I think is the best Tray and Canopy that you may never have heard of, hit up the team here at Thor Off-Road and Thorburns Fabrication, and they've got a solution for just about every single person and every single vehicle. Hopefully you've liked this episode. If you have, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment below. Now let's just take this in for a second, eh?